Yo, yo, yo! What's good, chat? Alrighty. Silver Winter Peroxide, Dobby Burn, OBX, Melon Man, and McDonald's Guy. Wait, that's a fire name. Ali, Dobby Burnt. What's good, Akira? What's good, chat? How are we doing? My favorite things about Sundays? Yes, yes, true. We got Blue Lock Sundays. Honestly speaking, chat, honestly speaking, do we miss earlier Blue Lock days? I have a lot to talk about. So, I'm very excited for today. Is the Nigeria game going to end? Guys, this is a big day. I feel like I maybe should have been in a suit and tie, you know? Maybe the game ends. But, like I said in my last video, I don't know. So, dude, it's like 50. I think it's like 70-30 right now. I think there's a 30% chance the game ends right now. This chapter, Isagi scores. He has the ball, right? We just got his backstory and whatnot. Wait, dude, where's my chat? Like, it's just nothing showing up. I don't even know, bro. But yeah, it was basically I think it's a 30% chance it ends right here, which is gonna be super hype. I'm excited and I'm hoping that the game ends. I'm hoping that the game ends. That being said, though, chat. I do think Onazi is going to score. If you guys watched the last review, you guys know I said that. I said Onazi is going to score simply because of the volume. They have to go through like half of the volume first, you know? Okay, right as I said that, Lazy Pancake Man says Onazi the fraud ain't scoring. Okay, chat, okay. I'm about to bust Hiryo. Okay. 67 people, please end. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping, okay. Merry Christmas, Hiryo. What are we saying, chat? What are we saying? Kuso gonna rage quit glaze Isagi. Fuck, bro. That'll be fire. I hope so. Scuffed off stream per usual. True. Jesus or Jesus. Onazi equals mid. That's true. Okay, chat. As much... Onazi isn't really that... What's good, Ryoki? How you doing? Onazi isn't really mid. He's just stuck with this fuck-ass team. But I will say, there's no way they would give him, like, development. You know, they were all like... He was the only person. And Kuso as well, but, like, we don't fuck with Kuso. I'm just kidding. Not really. But Onazi was, like, the only person who spoke up for Nigeria and, like, spoke up when Isagi was all like, yeah, you guys are basically, like, just fucking frauds, you know? You aren't ready for the Sadiq goal. Okay, bro. What is that? Is this going to be a vid? Wait, what do you mean? Every chapter review is usually a vid. Kuso gonna glaze Isagi for breathing. True. We getting a Kuso own goal, bruh. Trust me. Why is it showing our usernames instead of display names? Oh, yeah, like the YouTube username. That is what it is. Nagi is going to score trust. Okay, chat. Okay, what are we saying here? Oh my god. All right, anyways, chat. Anyways, there was a lot of things I wanted to talk about. First thing first, One Punch Man Season 3. Now, honestly, My Hero's been fucking popping off. I know, like, a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people, it's very, very hype right now. I haven't watched the most recent episode, but I watched last week's episode. My Hero's been popping off. One Punch Man's been popping off. I heard Black Clover is about to get some news for the anime. I'm very, very excited for that. Kuso ain't scoring. Chapter ZZZ, who is your top 10? Like, Blue Lock top 10? Okay, chat, I'm also planning on making a video after One Frame Man. True. Oh my god. But, I'm planning to make a video after this game ends, like redoing the ranking or like an updated ranking list, you know? So Bachira moves up, you know. I would say, where would Hiyori go? Hiyori like got a shot attempt and got like one pass. I feel like Hiyori would go down, you know? So I feel like just an updated ranking list. A lot of the characters that haven't played are obviously gonna go down because, you know, they didn't play. Same thing as the NEL. Teams that didn't play are gonna go down in rankings because they didn't play. Same thing. Have you watched Chainsaw Man? Did the movie come out or something like that? I saw like one clip of it. But I haven't seen that. I did watch Chainsaw Man, or I read Chainsaw Man a long time ago. Like a very, very long time ago. I will say the manga is very good. I didn't understand really like half the shit until like the second reread, you know? Or like rereading it again. Kuso rips his mask off and it's Kira. Bro, what kind of writing is that? We are glad Horse Melons does not have control of that. Kuso is the biggest fraud ever. Even Sadiq did more than him. He was on Isagi's dick the whole match. That is a little true. That is a little true. But chat, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared because Kuso and Onazi were the only people locked in. They were the only people. It came out. The movie looked spectacular and the story was amazing. Damn. Okay, chat. Y'all putting me on. All right. So I gotta see that. I gotta see that. Reese is... Okay, wait, guys. Is it Reese or Rez? I don't even know. I don't even know. But I remember reading that a long time ago, and that shit was peak writing. Like, I kind of forgot that because I think the next arc is absolutely insane, right? The next Chainsaw Man arc after the bomb thingy, the bomb devil, right? Is okay, did I just spoil it or whatever it was? I don't remember. I don't like, this is like fucking, the gears are turning in my mind right now trying to remember this shit. But I will say, I know the next arc after, is that like the very insane, like crazy arc that everyone was talking about? Reze. Okay, chat. Thank you for that. Y'all are my dictionary. Hey, Hiryo, did the chapter start yet? Nah, we have like 15, we do like a 15-minute timer before we get into it. Yeah, chat, we got no scuff stream this time around. I'm not showing the link. It's funny because like I show the link all the time, I guess, but this time, last week, it was just like the one time it's on edit, you know? But it's all good. Do you think Makima is bad? Yo, we need to ban this fucking chat, bro. Late night chat. What are y'all saying? Did you watch One Piece? Maybe Kuso is playing soccer like the shit devil. Bro, what is that sentence? I don't even know. What are we even saying? I do watch One Piece. I haven't watched the anime in a while, but I do read it. And I actually haven't read it in a while as well. I haven't been caught up with a lot of shit. Mostly because of school and everything like that. But I recently rewatched... Dude, what the fuck did I even rewatch recently? I actually don't even know. Read that again, Unk? Yeah, no, I'm not reading that. What's good, Red Carrot? Yeah, chat needs to be locked up. I just read one of the... You know who you are, who I'm talking about. Chat needs to be locked up. What time is it for you? It's 9 p.m. for me right now, which is pretty early. I know the stream is pretty early compared to other people, but I know like other streamers. I think I saw Arrow live as well. That's like the first time I saw Arrow live on stream. I'm pretty sure it's like 1 a.m. or like 12 for him or something like that. Why you stream so late? The chapter comes out this time like that. I feel like it's also better because when the chapter comes out, everyone is like talking about it. Everyone is seeing it. It also kind of avoids spoilers a little bit. When we did morning streams, we waited like 12 hours and then, or like back then, oh my God, dude, fucking during Ubers and everything like that. What's your thoughts on the David case? It's getting worse. Is it genuinely getting worse? Dude, I thought it just couldn't get any worse than that. I haven't seen anything. But what was I saying again? Someone said, do you read romance mangas? I'll get into that in like 1 second. But streaming late, the chapters used to come out at like 3 a.m. my time zone. 3 a.m. You know, so I'm not streaming that time. I did wake up like really early though, like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. So like after 4 hours and people would spoil that shit. I remember during like one of the gold chapters, everyone was saying it. And like we had like, it is also a little bit unfortunate because during that time, a lot of my mods are like awake. So they're able to like go through the bands and everything like that. That was when BLUELOCK, guys, what was better? I don't even know. It's like the two worst worlds. Hiyori Ubers, like Hiyori Lock during Ubers, that was pretty fucking boring. I won't lie. Like I feel like BLUELOCK half died because of that. But like looking back, you only remember the good things now. Or like right now with the Nigeria game. I will say, like, I like seeing all the evolutions of the BLUELOCKers and everything. Are they kind of milking the game? Yeah, I think everyone can agree that this game could have ended like a while ago, you know, or it could end this chapter. I'm hoping it ends this chapter. I'm hoping we don't. As realistic as it is that that Onazi scores a goal, we get a little back and forth, right? Because of that. And then Isagi scores, making it like 4-1. I said that in my last video. That was my prediction on what I think is going to happen. Because we need to get through like halfway through the volume, right? which is like, there's 10 chapters in a volume, right, chat? I'm pretty sure there's 10. We needed 5 chapters dedicated to this game, another 5 dedicated to, like, Germany, Spain, Kaiser, Bunny, Sai, Nagi, all of those things. So we'll see. Kadokawa acquired 8-bit, I heard. They did not. They did not. They acquired a production company in 8-bit. So one little thing, and it was about CGI. I also don't think the BLUELOCK CGI in Season 2 was that bad. Sisu, man, I have a complete, like, video on, like, BLUELOCK Season 3 and everything. So that's that. Henri Super Gold, trust. Okay, what was I gonna read before, though? Do you read romance mangas? I don't read romance mangas. Maybe back then, like fucking 2020 or some shit like that during the pandemic. I feel like everyone did know. But I know Rent a Girlfriend has like 380 chapters, and that shit is still the same as like chapter 1. That's actually sad. Usually 9 chapters per volume. Okay, Akira. So like that's the thing. I feel like there's gonna be half of it is gonna be dedicated to the rest of the Nigeria game, ending it off, right? And then the ending half is going to be like Nagi, all these other characters. When are you going to release a ranking every player on Nigeria game brutally, or the brutally ranking every player? That's probably gonna come like a week after, you know, just so I could get like every single person's ranking, because, you know, I had to wait for the game to end first and then obviously do the rankings. I think I could do like a few, right? I could do like Hiyori and Shigiri, because they're obviously not gonna get subbed in, which, and I also don't know how to scale it, because BLUELOCK completely fucked in Nigeria, right? Don't take that out of context, but they did, like, steamroll them, so it's hard to give, like, a bad rating to any of the BLUELOCKers, right? Like, I don't know. It's very hard. Of course, Nigeria is gonna get, like, the blunt end of the slander, you know? But I think, like, that video is going to come out, and then I have the, like, the whole Nigeria game compilation. Bro, it's genuinely a fucking journey. It's literally a journey, because at the start of the manga, or the start of the Nigeria game, everyone in the chat, and like even myself, you know, I guess you could say I switched up on my day ones, but like everyone was like, bro, Nigeria, they're gonna be good, and look at these guys, they're aura farming. Onazi looks tough. Onazi was tough, but everyone else was pretty fucking bad, you know? But like everyone at the start was all like, yeah, Kuso's really good. And when I mean everyone, bro. There was day 1 glazers, you know? So yeah, I guess we switched up, but it's not. Is it a switch up if they just kept proving week by week that they were weaker? I don't know, chat. Y'all be the judge of that, you know? So it's actually like an evolution in that video, going by the chapters every single week. But yeah, I have the brutally ranking video, and then I have France predictions, France predictions, and what I think is going to happen, like in between the matches and stuff too. So like predictions for the rest of this, like, mini arc, right? The France game, and then stuff before the France game. A lot of stuff like that. I'll never forgive Kuso for being so shit. Hyped him up for nothing. Guys, we have 3 chapters. Are we betting on Kuso, bro? If anyone invests in Kuso at this point, they gotta have fucking future vision, because it's a very, like, I don't know if anyone would invest in that stock, you know? Kuso needs a sub at this point. Kuso, the goat of trash. Kuso put the fries in the bag already. All right, chat. All right. The 180 reversal will be forever funny. Yeah, all of Nigeria will get a D evaluation. True. I think, okay. The thing is, we have to scale it, like, compared to Nigeria. Obviously, like, Onazi, even though they haven't scored a goal, they haven't really done anything, Onazi did perform the best. But I think the video, like, nobody really cares. Nobody watches the video for the actual ranking, you know? They watch it more for the slander. Maybe, like, okay, maybe the U20 video. Actually, I feel like people do watch it for the ranking. People would watch it for the ranking, and then they also watch it for the slander. I feel like, but it's majority slander, you know? It's like both. Kuso hat trick comeback. What's good, Vi Plummy? How you doing? Honestly, I thought we'd lose 4-0, not Nigeria. You thought we would lose 4-0? What does that mean then? We have to win against France and England to advance. So I don't know. Planet Hotline incoming. Honestly, I can't wait for when Sendo subs in and pulls out his sniper rifle, shoots off. Okay, yeah, I'm just not reading that anymore, bro. Your chat privilege is revoked, like, genuinely. Planet Hotline incoming? Probably. It probably is incoming. Kuso will see Nagi at work tomorrow. Okay, the Kuso slander won't stop. Shout out from the Philippines, bro. Shout out the Philippines. Someone said, if you're so good, replace Kuso on the field, bro. Bro, we can point at someone being bad without, like, I don't know. That argument makes no sense to me. Kuso coin is in a negative right now. True. Kuso could never. Kuso might assist the next goal. All right. There's a lot of Kuso believers and a lot of Kuso haters. Wait, whoa. Ichigo, did you know how I hate the leakers spoiler block? Wait, what is going on here? Okay, so we got our spoiler block, chat. It is chapter review time. But, before we get into that, obviously I can't show the raws on stream and everything like that. What happened to the Nagi plotline? Sorry, I'm like reading chat and doing this at the same time. The Nagi plotline, it's still continuing. We just can't see Nagi because we're still in this game. Which is why I think a lot of people want this game to end so that they could see Nagi, they could see Kaiser, they could see like Bunny, Sai, all these different characters, right? And I'm not gonna lie, like, chat, you know, yes or no, we can all agree that this game is kind of like being drawn out. It's kind of getting milked a little bit. It's like, they didn't need this. You know? I didn't need to be here for that long. All right, chat. Let's get into it, though. Blue Lock chapter 323. I also think it's not good for, like, viewer retention. Not, like, even for, like, the Blue Lock concert creators. I think just for the manga in general. Like the Nigeria game, because there isn't too much to talk about in the Nigeria game. That's just my final take, you know? But I'm still enjoying the game. Let's get into it, though. Let me get some hype music or something like that. I feel like this would be good. Okay. Nah. I feel like this is gonna be good. If we're about to get an Isagi goal, bro, we need some hype-ass music. Okay? Let me up the volume but not get copyrighted. Okay. Let's get into it, though. Dude, I forgot this guy's name. But anyway, he's like fucking Ichigo Soul or some shit like that. Page 1. Also, we have a new format so that I don't show the link. The link for the Google Doc. Pursuing the unexplored world, his unexplored ego, and thrill/excitement soccer. Yo, what's good, Kiwi? Just came to say Kuso is still a smelly mutt and bum. Okay, Kiwi. It's like at the middle of the night for Kiwi, bro. Woke up to say that. What's good, though? Curiosity spurs the Demon King. Announcer, Isagi Yoichi steals the ball. Announcer, it's time for Blue Lock to counter. Okay. So, obviously, we pick back up with Isagi having the ball. Let me pull up the Raws as well. Let me see this really quickly. But, yeah, first page is literally Isagi running with the ball. Onazi looks fucking stunned, bro. He's like, what the fuck do we do now? Probably Isagi? No, I don't know, bro. It's getting harder. Is Isagi going to score? We just gotta read. Onazi, curiosity to himself. How can I apply it to myself? Wait, Onazi's getting development. Oh, fuck, bro. I think this just tells us Onazi is getting even more development, right? His story's not done, right? Okay, let's keep going. Onazi, what does it mean to live like Isagi Yoichi? Wait, is this guy using Rayo's fucking chameleon weapon? He's copying? He's trying to learn Isagi. He's like, bro, I need fucking Isagi's mental and shit like that. But let's keep going. Yo, Ryoki with the 2 Odyssey headbands. Thank you so much. W's in the chat for Ryoki. Demon King has this. Let's go. All right, W's in the chat. Do we think Isagi is actually going to score this? Isagi gets past... Yo! Who said Isagi can't dribble, bro? Isagi gets past 2 defenders and passes the Bachara. Bro, Bachara is literally doing everything. Imagine if Bachara assisted this goal as well. Generational run from Bachara. He's confirmed up there with the, like, top 3. You know? All right, that might be too much glaze. No. Right now, currently, he's definitely top 3. Just because Shido and Barou hasn't played as well. All right. Isagi, is that all you got, Nigeria? If you want to become the world's #1... He's still motivating them? Isagi, we're still on this? Try and surpass Blue Lock. Surpass me and my brain. Yeah. How greedy Isagi Yoichi, bro. This guy, he just... He's like, bro, you guys need to get stronger. I don't care if you score on us. I need you to get stronger so I can get stronger, bro. Same old thing. But that's what it's all about, right? Being an egoist and shit like that. Aiku, you're provoking too much, bro. Provocating too much. Ego's given us an order to keep the... Bro, am I just fucking stupid? I don't know English. Provoking and provocating, it's the same fucking thing, right? Ego's giving us an order to keep them at 0. Exactly, that's what I just said, Aiku. Bros are like, I don't fucking care if you score on me. Let me grow stronger. But at the same time, Is that a better play? Because Isagi evolves and gets stronger? I don't know. Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. So, why are you encouraging your damn opponents who seems to be in shambles and low spirits? Yeah, bro, going 200. Bro, pulling out all the stops for a 3-0. That's absolutely fire, bro. Always Isagi. It's because it can become more data. Exactly. Okay, so I feel like BLUELOCK is kind of just scripted at this point. We all know it. We all know it. Aiku, huh? If someone awakens, I can experience football that I never knew about. If I could adapt and stop that, egoist, won't BLUELOCK be able to evolve too? Aiku, this guy, he's too greedy, bro. Isagi, how greedy Isagi Yoichi, bro? The same old fucking line. Wow, this guy is so damn greedy. Same old Isagi, bro. Holy shit. Same old Isagi. Bro, is aura gambling? True. Honestly, he's not wrong. Isagi, listen to your damn captain. True. Aiku, it's fine either way. We're still winning even if they score 1. There's only 5 minutes left. 5 minutes? Okay, 5 minutes. Wow. 5 minutes. So we skipped over 10 minutes, by the way. It was 15 minutes before. So the game is ending in the next, like, 2 chapters. 100%. Next, like, 3 chapters. 2 to 3 chapters. But there's no way in hell I'll let them score. It's a battle between their awakening or our adaptability, huh? Okay, Aiku, you gotta be manning up as a defender. Has Aiku really done anything in this match? Does anyone remember? Did anyone remember? Has Aiku really, he used Metavision. I know that for sure. And he, like, analyzed Kuso. That was, like, towards the start of the game, though. That was, like, chapter 314. Anyways, I leave the back to you, Captain. All right, there's that trust. Let's go. Isagi runs off. Are you testing me too, Isagi Yoichi? Got it. Okay, that's fucking hype, bro. That's fucking hype. He's saying, like, all right, you got this. Let's fucking go. Aiku basically 0 feats? Ain't no way. Aiku funneled the ball to Nico in the beginning. He passed the ball in the midfield. Okay. So, unfortunate, guys, we're living in a world where Aiku is actually lower in the rankings for the, like, this Nigeria game, like the brutally ranking video, which is crazy, or like individually in this game. That's absolutely crazy. Sadiq, yo, Sadiq making an appearance before Kuso, bro. Who would have fucking known? Don't free up on the left side. Bachara, go Rayo, another. No. Is this an Isagi goal, bro? Bachara and Rayo combining again. The double Bachara formation. I think we're about to see that again. Are we? He's done like virtually nothing. Sadiq, my goat. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Sadiq is actually just a main fucking character, no? Or a main supporting character. We've seen him more than fucking Kuso. Kuso actually got to have a fucking generational... Okay, even if Kuso... Like, chat, you know how we saw in the other chapter, Kuso and Onazi were the only 2 characters that were all like, yeah, we don't believe in that fucking delusional fairy dust shit where we could still win, right? Same, like, Bello and, like, the rest of the Nigeria team thought they could win. Or, like, score or something like that. I don't really know. But... even if Kuso has a comeback, I feel like it can't help the rest of his performance for the rest of this game, bro. Like, that slander is still there, no? Rayo, nice chip pass Bachara. Okay, so Rayo has the ball now, huh? Wow, did we expect that? Rayo having the ball again. Is he going to use copy? Maybe he could copy Corona. Where's Corona? Okay, Corona's probably gonna get the ball, right? Aboa Bona. Okay, Aboa Bona. I wasn't familiar with your game. Honestly, I was familiar with your game, bro. I trust in Aboa Bona. We all love Aboa Bona. Yes, you and me. We all love Aboa Bona. Check the raws. Okay. Yeah, good comms, chat. Aboa Bona. Wait, what the fuck did Aboa Bona even say? I just saw his name. Not for the 3rd time, you bastards. Boa blocks Bachara's pass. Bachara, that guy, he read us. Boa looks pissed as fuck. Oh, no. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Fuck. Aboa Bona, 2nd ball. Okay. Wow, very interesting. So, Aboa Bona blocks it. Hell yeah. Aboa Bona MVP, true. Let's give him star of the chapter, chat. Or Sadiq. Maybe we give Sadiq star of the chapter. I think Isagi's gonna win it yet again, though, because Isagi always wins that. Let's check the raws, though. We see Isagi moving upfield. He does actually dribble past or get past 2 defenders. Passes the Bachara. He's screaming out and stuff, too, saying, like, you know, let Nigeria awaken. We see a puzzle piece of Bello, a Bobona, Kuso. Sadiq and Onazi. It's actually crazy. Sadiq is genuinely like a main supporting character for fucking Nigeria. And then we see Aiku and Isagi. Isagi takes some time to literally pause and talk to Aiku. That's just disrespectful as shit, bro. My mama's kind of homeless. Did anyone see that fucking stream as well, by the way? Speed reunited with them? Okay, let's keep going. Karasu is as if I'd let you Mr. Ordinary. Kuso... No. Don't tell me Kuso did it. Don't tell me. It's over here, isn't it? Karasu, what? Kuso intercepts the ball. No, Karasu. Karasu, you're supposed to get that. We had to let the Kuso slander continue. No, Kuso is starting to do something. Fuck, chat. The slander. Okay, I'm not even that mad about him doing something. I'm mad that the slander is going to stop now. Fuck. Wait, Kuso is actually going to do something now. Oh, just so you know, it wasn't Sadiq talking this chapter. It was Ekpo. Okay, Akira. Wait, Kuso actually did something. No, fuck, chat. It's so sad. No, man. Oh, now we have to actually give him feet. Karasu, what? Kuso intercepts the ball. Nice, Kuso. Hold the ball. Wait, guys, I think we're forgetting a little someone, right? There's Corona and Raichi. Please, Corona, Raichi, someone. Okay, I don't really believe in Corona for the defense, you know? But Raichi, please, you are subbed into this game for a reason. Onazi, you've given us the hope to live, known as winning the World Cup. Nigeria flashback start. Oh, yeah, it's fucking... They're scoring a goal, bro. Nigeria flashback starts. Look at that fucking sentence, chat. What the hell is that? Kuso, being with you is fun, like a dream, but hey Onazi, our recent data shows that there hasn't been much variation in our attacking patterns. While we are winning, our scoring is slowly dwindling. There's a high possibility that we'd eventually reach a deadlock when the other countries hit us with their tactics. Wait, Kuso predicted all of this shit? Kuso predicted all of this shit and he was still shocked during the BLUELOCK game. What happened? I'm so confused. He literally did the same thing, or he read the whole fucking game. Anyways, I'm back to the Raws. I'm still on, like, the Aiku thing. There's 5 minutes left. We see Isagi running up the pitch, basically telling Aiku, I leave the backline to you. Batra gets the pass to Reo, but it gets intercepted by a Boabona. Oh, yeah, Boabona is actually pissed, bro. He's hitting that fucking, like all for one scream, bro. He's hitting that scream. Anyway, we see the ball goes to Karasu, but Kuso steals the ball first. Yeah, Karasu, bro. Karasu needs to get out, man. Karasu, you cannot let Kuso get the ball. Fuck, bro. But yeah. What's good, Jolly? Fuck, I get on him. We're talking about Kuso. Yeah, I mean, Kuso's like a main character of this chapter. He's actually doing something. Kuso is actually Kuso in this chapter. Kuso redemption arc. Are we seeing it, chat? Do y'all believe? Okay. As much as I hate it, I will say it's a little predictable because they literally showed him and Onazi, like, Kaneshiro was trying to hide it, like, oh yeah, they're gonna get shut out 4-0, but they showed the two of them, specifically the two of them. Them not talking and them not believing in, like, the delusional fucking, fairy tale that Nigeria was believing in, like, 2 chapters ago. And then we obviously get the Nigeria flashback. Okay, we get Kuso with the glasses. He looking kind of fresh. And then we see Onazi basically chilling on the couch, and Kuso is telling them about their playstyles and everything like that. Wow, they, yeah, Kuso actually, like, analyzed the shit out of this, you know? So it's a little surprising that BLUELOCK shut them out this badly. Well, I guess because BLUELOCK was also unpredictable. There's no fucking data on Reo and Batra. Kuso, that's why we should stop putting you as a forward alone. Shall we try recruiting a new member into the team and put them with you as 2 forwards? That's what the coach suggested. Then what's going to happen to you, Kuso? What about Obo or Bello? That's just how it is. There comes a time where there will be competition for the regular spots. We've simply arrived at a point where we can't stay as we are. We have to evolve. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait. So Kuso... He's proposing... Wait, is Kuso the genius all along? He was saying that we definitely need to do this. You know? We can't just rely on you. Onazi, no. I don't want to play football without you guys. That's true. Onazi kind of backhand complimenting them. He's all like, yeah, your spots are gonna get taken, and I don't want to do that shit, bro. It's not fun. You know? I feel like he is. But Kuso was onto something here. Wait, hold on. Is he cooking? Holy shit. I never thought I'd see the day. Kuso Onazi. Bro, he said the same shit like every chapter. He just says Onazi's name. Onazi, I was lonely. I was saved by you, by all of you. It's tugging on the heartstrings, man. Onazi, and I want to repay you guys who become my family. I want to bring you guys to the World Cup and win together. That's why we won't change the way we play. We don't need other players. Yo. So Onazi's like, fuck that. I don't care if we don't win. It's all about family. Dom Toretto, right? Kuso Onazi again? He can't even rebuttal, bro. He can't say anything back. He just says Onazi. Current Kuso thinking, that sentiment makes me happy I could die. But that choice, wouldn't it kill off your possibilities? Okay, wait. Kuso, he's like, emotionally speaking, that is what I want. But logically speaking, this might not be what's the best play. Don't worry, I'm here. Onazi. Oh, shit. No. Yo! Isaiah TTS with the 20 Nanase headbands. My fucking goat. W in the chat for Isaiah. Thank you so much. When Sai joins Japan, he and Isagi, two sides of one coin, will be machined strictly for the goal together. They'll form an unstoppable duo of logical destruction, leaving Rin crushed or forever chasing behind. Maybe, but then you also have Rin who is like, not too fixated on Sai and Isagi anymore because he's only on destroyer mode. But thank you so much, Isaiah. W's in chat for Isaiah. W's in chat for this fucking chapter. I guess W's in the chat for Kuso. I don't think anyone's gonna say W's in the chat for that. But anyway, Bello Shah, let's go Kuso. Aboa Bona, go. Oh no. Wait, Kuso is making up the field? I thought it was Onazi. Hold on. Let me look at this. No. Wait, Kuso is dribbling. Aboa Bona sees that. Karasu, Reo, Isagi in front of Kuso. How does he get past him? How does he get past these three, by the way? Kuso runs. Wait, he immediately... No. He immediately went for the cross, no? Okay. Let's keep going, though. In the end, I couldn't say anything and ran away from Onazi's kindness. True. Before we realized it, our purpose had shifted from winning the World Cup to being together. True. Okay. Wait, but now it's being brought to light by BLUELOCK. Also true. This is literally what Isagi was saying, by the way. So I feel like we're kind of repeating the same thing that we learned about 2 chapters ago, but it's good to see that Nigeria is realizing it. They're taking accountability, or more of Kuso is, right? No, it still can't be a fucking BLUELOCK chapter of the Nigeria game without Kuso glazing fucking Isagi. No, the egoist Isagi Yoichi exposed us. He had to add the fucking adjective. Oh my god, bro. Zip it up, bro. Okay, it is kind of true because Isagi was the one that walked up slowly to the other side of the pitch and talked to them. But that's so fucking funny, bro. That's genuinely fucking comedy. That's cinema right there. Oh my god, bro. He said no, the egoist Isagi Yoichi. He's like, you know how he's the opposite of Isagi. Isagi was all like, BLUELOCK will win the U20 World Cup. No, I will win the U20 World Cup. This is the fucking opposite of it. Anyways, Onazi says Kuso passed it. Kuso right here at the hottest blue place in the world. Karasu and Reo blocks Kuso's path as Isagi's Metavision eyes light up. How the fuck is Kuso getting past this, by the way? Karasu, Reo, and Isagi Metavision eyes. I don't know. As you wish, Onazi. You must leave us behind, or you'll never advance. Is he actually going to evolve right here, right now? This is fucking... This is like Reiner fucking revealing his identity, bro. There's no way. BLUELOCK has incited the ego that isn't for our sake, but one that is solely yours. He's getting that pass off, huh? How? Karasu, Reo, and Isagi? I'm so confused. I need to look at the raws, bro. I need to look at the panels. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Kuso, your own without me, without Bello or Boa. Pursue your own curiosity to yourself. Wait, Kuso's low-key the motivator now. He's actually doing something. Kuso genuinely doing something. Can we get a round of applause? What the fuck? Be our saving grace. Kuso gets past Karasu and Reo. Am I seeing this correctly? Is this the timeline we're living in, my boy? Is this really reality? Kuso got past Karasu and Reo. Yo! Raichi is here! Defend with your all! Oh my god, Raichi, please! Please, Raichi, defend him! Oh my god, Raichi! Oh my god, Raichi, please! Please! Karasu, did that guy fucking snap? Kuso, our dream as a family may end here. Guys, you just gotta get better, no? You could still play as a team if you guys could just get better, no? Like, you guys could still, like, work together and get better as a team, you know? Or just replace, like, the other fucking random defenders. Alright, Kuso, even so, this is my curiosity. I want to see you take on the world. So he's saying, bro, he's sacrificing himself just for Onazi to live his dream. Wait, is Kuso the best written character from Nigeria? Okay, Kuso stops Raichi's block. When did they make Kuso this good? Genuinely, when did they make Kuso this good? And lands a curved pass getting past Ryu. What? Dog, what? What happened? Is this like... Is this the fucking alternate universe? What? Is this... Okay, wow, I did not expect that. Let's go ahead and see the Raws. Wait, so, Kuso hits a pass. Very interesting. Yeah, let me look at the Raws. So we see Kuso running up, gets past Reo and Karasu. Yeah, he actually does. Raichi starts screaming, slams into Kuso, and Kuso, off of that slam, passes it past Ryu. What am I... Yo. Kuso. Jeez Louise. I mean, that's like the only word I can give. The fuck? Okay. So... Kuso, page 20. The luminous which... The light which has lived with me reached the world with a single strike. The ball is in the air, the trajectory looking like it's gonna land to Onazi. Aiku, not so fast. I'm still here, you newborn egoist. Aiku, we need your flashback. We need your 44-day training. Aiku was reading books during his 44-day training. Fuck, bro. Oh my god. Raichi, come on. We needed you the most. Where were you when we needed you the most? The spread of curiosity weaves a future yet unseen. Wait, did we just get baited, chat? I thought Isagi was going to score. Not really. Okay. Yeah, it ended on a fuck-ass cliffhanger. Okay, fuck, man. To be continued in a 324 Afterglow. What kind of fucking chapter name is Afterglow, bro? Hit you with that Afterglow? What the fuck? Hey, yo! Okay, so we look at the Raws, and yeah, so the Raws is... the last page is literally Onazi getting the pass, and it's crossing to Onazi. Kuso's aura eyes appear. Wowee. Okay, Kuso, I wasn't familiar with your game. I don't think anyone was. Because you didn't show us it. Where was this 10 chapters ago? Okay, but anyways, Onazi is in front of the ball. Aiku sees that, and he's like, yeah, not so fast. So, we have Onazi versus Aiku, and where's Metavision Isagi, by the... Wait, chat. Wait a minute. I'm thinking of something, chat. Yo, Sunny with the 10 Nanase headbands. Thank you so much for the 10 Nanase headbands. $10, 10 bones. Kuso heard that video about you ranking the... W chat for Sunny. True. Kuso heard that video about you ranking the characters this game was going to happen and refused to go out that sad. True. He knew the generational slander. He was like, bro, we have to reel it back a little bit. Fuck, that's actually so fucking funny. W chat for Sunny. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the dono. I really appreciate it. But chat, am I putting the pieces of the puzzle together? Isagi, Metavision Eyes activated. Also said, I leave the back line to you, Aiku. So is Isagi going to move upfield, believing that Aiku is going to win that 1v1? I don't know. But then at the same time, it makes sense if Onazi scores. Wait. What? Okay. I feel like that opened up like 2 possibilities here. Wow. Okay. So, Kuso Evolution. Was that on anyone's bingo card? Alright, anyways, chat. that is going to be it for Blue Lock chapter 323. But also Afterglow really does sound like a goal chapter name, you know? So I'm assuming that Onazi is probably going to score. And also remember, we still have a lot of like chapters to go for the volume before the volume ends, you know, and we need to end on like a good cliffhanger for the volume, you know. All right, everything is a part of Isagi's plan. Isagi gonna goal poach. Oh my god, bro. Someone said at this point Isagi is worse than Kuso. He did absolutely nothing. What? Isagi already predicted Aiku would stop Onazi and it's gonna get the rebound. Looking like Aiku wins the 1v1, then Corona plus Isagi goal, since Corona will probably contribute more. True, but where the fuck is Raichi? Raichi didn't do anything as well. But Akira, I really like that theory. That does sound very good. But Onazi not scoring. Wow, that is actually gonna be like... I guess they can still extend the game. Like, with this chapter, they were able to extend the game to the halfway point of the volume. Does that make sense? All right, so we have a lot to discuss, chat. But anyways, yeah, that's going to be that. Maybe Onazi's flow is called Afterglow. I think Afterglow means, like, they score a goal or something like that, and now they're on fire. Like, now they feel like they fucking understand it. You know, something like that. What about Nico, though? I mean, Nico did have a pretty relevant role towards the start of the game. I think Aiku, if anything, he needs, like, his flashback. He needs his moment right here. But yeah, how can Raichi stop Snuffy but can't stop Kuso? As funny on paper, as funny as that sounds, Kuso literally instantly passed it as soon as Raichi got on him, so there wasn't like anything he could have really done. All right, or at least that's what the Raws kind of shows us. Rebound into Reflexive Planet Hotline. True, it could be Aiku flashback, right, into Corona getting the ball, Corona flashback into Isagi goal, the next chapter. Huh. Interesting. Or Onazi scores, and that's Afterglow. Yo, where's Rin in this chapter? He could still be hiding to pop out to defend. I think Rin got his moment to shine. It's kind of like... Okay, honestly, I can't really say that because Bachara, after his goal, everyone said that Bachara is not gonna get development for the rest of the game, and he still managed to get like 2 assists and still like getting passes. Like, he's still doing shit, you know? The true Big Bang Drive, Henri. Okay, yeah, chat. Y'all are done for tonight. All right, chat. Let's get the, what is it called? Let's get the... Wait, there's a Q&A on YouTube now. There's a new thing. Answer viewer questions live. Okay, if I start that, y'all are gonna say the worst fucking thing, bro. Y'all are gonna say fucking Henri or Makima. What is the better one to goon to? Okay. I'm never using that shit ever in the fucking history of streaming. Okay, star of the chapter, chat. Who are we putting? Are we actually putting Kuso? Kuso winning star of the chapter is a generational, by the way. We could put Kuso, Isagi... Who else did pretty decent in this game? I think, or like in this chapter. Yeah, Kuso and Isagi. I think those are the only 2 ones, no? Maybe Aiku? Who do y'all want to put? I think these are really the only 2 characters we could put. Oboa Bona, good comms. Good comms. Okay. All right, chat. That's gonna be start of the chapter. Get your votes, cast your lots. What are we thinking? You're the better goon material. Yeah, this is exactly why I don't want to stream at nighttime, bro. All the freaks come out. But I still love all y'all. Kuso outmogged everyone. Yo, bro, people were not saying that a day ago, bro. The switch up is crazy. But at the same time, we gotta give props when props are due, right? Kuso actually pulled up when it mattered the most. It doesn't really matter the most. It doesn't matter at all, if I'm being honest. But yeah. Obo is the only right answer. Not gonna lie, I despise Kuso. Okay, chat. Let's get some predictions as well. So, wow. So first things first. No Isagi goal in this chapter. I still think we're gonna get an Isagi goal. Do we think so? I think it's gonna be... So there's 2 scenarios that play out, right? 2 scenarios that play out. We got Isagi or Aiku blocks Onazi Isagi trusted Aiku to defend, and then Isagi and Corona make their way up using Planet Hotline. I'm not sure if I'm using the right there, but anyways. Or Onazi, chapter name is Afterglow, right? Which honestly sounds like a goal, like a rebirth, right? You score a goal, you're glowing after something, right? This is fucking, I don't know the fucking heart of speech. But anyway, sounds a little like an Onazi goal, and it lines up with the volume going to the halfway point. Or like with the volume chapters, right? They can't end the game like instantly, you know? So it does line up with that, I will say. Obo played a crucial role for Kuso locking in. I guess Obo got possession of the ball, you know? Or like gave an opportunity for possession. So true. Also, if I were to say, like when I do my brutally ranking video, as of right now, still Aboabona is above Kuso. Because Aboabona has like done more than Kuso. I'm like pretty sure. We might have to have a conversation about Karasu. True, Karasu did lose the ball to Karasu. Karasu lost the ball to Kuso. Where's that like sighing emoji, bro? Or the, I don't know, that emoji. Something like that. Is that something we have to take a note of in the brutally ranking video? Y'all, bro, the slander is gonna be so fucking good. I can't wait. That's it. That's genuinely something I'm excited for. Glad we got to see more of Nigeria. I agree, Silverwinter. I agree. I think that with Nigeria, like, one of the reasons why it wasn't too interesting is obviously we get to see a lot of Blue Lock, which is good. But like Nigeria wasn't putting up a fight, and we all knew coming into it that it's gonna be a win for Blue Lock. So when you have like an expectation already low, and then they don't meet that low expectation to make it a little bit entertaining. I will say they did change things around now though. It's kind of entertaining with this. It's obviously gonna be a little like less entertaining, you know? Onazi is just a family guy. True. Yeah, I see Awara, got it. Hiryo, Zoro gets lost and scores a hat trick. Okay. Zoro better. Onazi scores, Kuso scores 2 more in 15 seconds, and Isagi experiences aura failure. Is this guy's reading Nigeria lock in the chat, by the way. Holy shit. But yeah, and people were saying Karasu is better than Hiyori overall. Wait, what has Karasu done in this match as well? I feel like Karasu and Hiyori haven't really done much. No? Karasu stole the ball once. I actually remember that. Karasu did steal the ball once. Or something like that. Or he got the ball. I remember a panel of him, like, stepping forward. That's all I remember. Bro, why is this shit taking so long? It's been 4 fucking months since the Nigeria game started. True. The thing is, like, Barca was only 10 chapters, I believe, right? That was, like, 2 months. Which is honestly good for like an introductory game. But yeah, chat, if this is going to be the last arc of Blue Lock, like, you know, knock on wood, if this is the like last arc of Blue Lock, it makes sense that they're taking their time with this shit, you know? Hiryo, Isagi gets subbed off by Zantetsu and he scores a hat trick. Zantetsu, really? Okay. Guys, is Zantetsu also in your starting lineup for France? Or, like, he's gonna play during France? He might actually. I feel like we should do I'm going to do a prediction video. And I feel like Zantetsu with Chigiri might have a combo. We did also see that in episode Nagi. So it's a little return to that, you know? A little callback. Would be fun. Karasu had a strong start. I don't really remember that. But when I do, like, eventually reread the game, I think it will be better. Goat Gamaru will block the shot. Trust. Gagamaru has already blocked the shot, so I'm expecting Aiku. If there was gonna be someone to block it between like Gagamaru, Raichi, Raichi's on Kuso. If there was gonna be someone to block the shot right now, it would definitely be Aiku getting his 44-day flashback. If we see, okay, chat, next week, if we open up to the chapter and it's Aiku with the 44-day flashback, it's 4-0. I'm like 99% sure it's 4-0 if we see like an Aiku 44-day flashback. But he was also hitting the books during his 44-day training. Oh shit, chat, I forgot to do the chapter rating as well. What are we rating this chapter out of 10? Now, honestly, it was a little slow, but it was kind of Kuso doing something. No, okay. Kuso doing something. I will say though, obviously it's kind of a nothing burger chapter. At least Nigeria, guys, at least, okay, so I saw someone say my chapter titles are kind of the exact same. Yeah, no shit, it's gonna be the exact same. We're reading the exact same fucking game. Week by week, Nigeria is getting stomped, and Nigeria is getting rolled, and Nigeria's, it's just the same title. Of course it's going to be. And honestly, it's kind of funny. Seeing that the title is just me saying that, yeah, it's fucking over for Nigeria. But now I guess we can switch up to the title. Whoa, Five Nights at Freddy's camera. Shout out to Five Nights at Freddy's. Isn't it fucking releasing in like December or some shit? 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. 7.5, 4, 5, 4. 6.5 out of 10 with the flashbacks. 3 out of 10 inconsistency. 7 out of 10 Kuso did something. We're giving it a 7 because Kuso did something. DMG Fun has the opposite reaction. He said -1 out of 10 chapter because Kuso got development. Okay, I will say, chat, I see a lot in the middle. Everyone is kind of saying it's like a mid chapter, right? I'm seeing a lot of low ratings, and I'm seeing a lot of 7s. So what's like in the middle of that? I think like a 5.5 or like a 6. -10,000 because Kuso did something. 9 out of 10, 5 out of 10 chapter, mid-odd chapter. Need Rin hat trick. Okay. Crazy prediction, but I think Nigeria is going to keep France out of the playoffs by either forcing a tie. Okay, wait, I gotta end that fucking sentence right there, bro. There's genuinely no way. But we'll see. What's good, man, child? 5.5, I was expecting Isagi goal, but Nigeria development is all right, maybe. I mean, this is what people have been asking for, but it's a little late, no? Like the Nigeria development, but I feel like it's what people have been asking for, you know? So I'm not really complaining. I don't think I have any complaints, actually. I think it's pretty cool that at least Nigeria is having a fighting chance. Not really. That they're showing up. Just a little bit. Finally, you know? I will say I expected that. And I will say it is a little bit of a heel turn. The fact that, they had, like, what? They had, like, two flashbacks at this point. 2 to 3 flashbacks. On top of, like, Isagi motivating them, saying, like, yeah, you guys are egoists or something like that. Specifically to Onazi and Kuso. Just for them to maybe not score, you know? So I will say, chat, if we're leaning to one side, are we leaning on that Aiku blocks Onazi, or are we leaning towards Onazi scores a goal? You know? Aiku blocks Onazi and Isagi scores a goal, which I still think regardless Isagi is going to start a goal. Let's say they restart the game, Isagi will probably still score towards the end. If he doesn't, bro, if Isagi doesn't, he's genuinely going to get so much slander. Like, actually. Because what? He switched, like, he went from striker to midfielder, or like offensive midfielder, which is what everyone is saying his better position. His position is better in. I'm back. I just had a Kahoot with my Mandarin teacher. Hopefully that went good, Peroxide. But I will say, Isagi is going to get slandered like fucking crazy if that does happen. And it's not like he didn't even do, like, badly this game. Okay. So, what do we think? Next chapter predictions. Aiku blocks Onazi, leading to Isagi. Okay. Isagi ball. Okay, I can't make it too long. But Aiku blocks Onazi, Isagi ball. Onazi scores. Okay. That's going to be the next chapter prediction. And also, generational star of the chapter. This shit might be in the Hall of Fame now. Kuso got a 52%. Isagi actually almost won in a Kuso-centered chapter, by the way. That just shows you how dedicated the Isagi fans are. Holy shit. Excited for the France game. Oh, 100%. I'm super excited for it. I hope y'all are excited for it too. How do you feel about Kuso getting the star of the chapter? Honestly, I don't mind because Nigeria is finally getting development. But I will say, the only part I do mind is that I'm not going to be able to slander him as hard for not doing anything. Because it's always so good. Like, chat, during the PXG game, call me a fucking hater. Call me a hate watcher. But I was actually praying for Tokibitsu to not do anything so that I could shit talk him more in the video, bro. like genuinely, I think it's so much more like funnier if they absolutely do nothing, you know? And it just puts a smile on my face. So maybe I am a hate watcher. But it's just funny, chat. I don't really care. Like, if they gave him development and everything like that, that's cool. That's what's up. But I think the slander is funny. That's just about it. I don't hate the character. Don't hate the character, hate the game, I guess. No break next week? Fire, fire. That's good. The afterglow of Aiku stopping Onazi is Isagi scoring. Kuso really stole the spotlight from Isagi from last chapter. True. Yeah, I will say though, chat, I will say that Corona scores. What is that? What is that? Okay. With this game, right? There isn't really too much to predict, and fucking Five Nights at Freddy's camera, bro. Always the scuff stream. I will say with this game, there isn't really too much to predict besides what's going to happen in the next chapter, because we kind of know the outcome, right? With France, I feel like there's a lot more predictions we could do, right? Like, Loki might start off really strong or something like that. Isagi starts figuring it out, or like maybe Loki starts off so strong and then gets bored of Isagi and like literally like subs out of the game. You know, I saw someone saying something like that and I was all like, damn, that's actually a good prediction. But there's like so many different scenarios that could happen in France and England compared to the Nigeria game, where we know like fucking they're going to win to pass the group stage. And I mean, it's evident, right? We knew that before, like the 3 months that the Nigeria 4 months Nigeria game started. And as we're reading the match right now, we're seeing that like come true. You know? Konishiro didn't include Isagi in Aiku's dialogue for no reason. Aiku gonna stop Onazi and Isagi will score. BLUELOCK devours Awaken Nigeria. Okay, Steve Nguyen. Okay, I definitely butchered that, but like, that's actually that's a very good analysis. I will say though, Konishiro does include a lot of context clues like that. Like he also included like Onazi getting his awakening, like a flashback for all of them. But it could be more of a like a wake up. This game 4-0 shutout for Nigeria, and it's a wake up call for them going into like the next tournaments and everything like that, going into the next World Cup. So I will say, I think how it's going to play out for Nigeria is this game they're gonna wake up, they're gonna score a few more goals coming into the next game. Like they're gonna score 0 this game probably, right? Or maybe 1 or no goals, and then for the next games they're gonna score a few. Obviously they're gonna get eliminated. It's gonna be a little bit of an emotional elimination because they're like, you know, they're a family and everything like that. They're like, okay, we tried our best, but it's gonna be like a hopeful one, because going into the next next World Cup or next few games that they play, they're gonna understand like what to do now. I'd actually get happy if Loki did that, because it's been a while since Isagi's been put in his place. Okay, everyone just hates fucking Isagi, no? Everyone just hates Isagi. But I will say, Beandog, it would be cool to see that, you know? Or like Loki bringing up the words that he, or like, you know how he said, I think it'll take like 10,000 years for Japan to create the world's #1 striker or something like that. I want Loki to repeat that same line, just because it would be fucking cool, you know? Time skip 8-0. Henri scores 5 goals. Okay, what the fuck are we seeing? Loki and Isagi kiss during France versus Japan. Trust. Yeah, Lamby Lamb needs to get like... He needs to get in a straitjacket. No troll. I'm just kidding. Just win goddamn 50 chapters on one match. It wasn't 50 chapters. It feels like it, but it's like 12? I think it's... When did this game start? Like 310 or something like that? It's only been like 13 weeks. Also, there was like 3 breaks, by the way, and a half chapter. So it was more like 15, 16 weeks. So like, yeah, 4 months. You know, Hiryo, do you think potential-wise Nagi is greater than Rin? I will say after... Okay, the thing is, with Nagi's character, chat, I love Rin. Rin's my favorite fucking character. But I will say after like this... Actually, no. They gave him development now. That's actually a very hard question, because it's more about who does Kaneshiro favor. After Sai and Rin make up, I feel like there isn't too much for Rin's character besides being that like #1 or like being a good player, you know? But then Nagi's character, you have a lot of depth with like his ego still figuring it out, him reaching his potential. Like all of those things align with Nagi's character more than Rin. So I feel like end of series, it's more gonna lean towards Nagi. Which is a little bit... Yo! Catastrophe X with the 10 Nanase headbands. Nagi better. Yo, I haven't caught a stream in a minute. What's good? I know, right? Haven't seen you in a while. But appreciate you so much. W the die for Catastrophe X. Thank you so much. He said Nagi better right when I started talking about Nagi. But like I'm saying, obviously, Nagi, second protagonist, had his own spin-off manga, own movie, own fucking light novel, fucking everything, you know? It makes more sense if Nagi is one of the, like... And he also has his own redemption fucking side B arc. So it makes sense that if he's, like, a way more important character later down the line than Rin. Which is, you know, unfortunate to say, because I do like Rin the most. Like, I think that whole, like, brotherly rivalry, the whole U20 writing and everything like that, I think that's what really got me, like, hooked into this, hooked into Blue Lock. Like, the U20 arc with Sai and Rin was really one of my favorites. Or, like, favorite rivalries. You know, besides all the, like, you know, self-improvement you get from fucking Blue Lock, like, the whole, like, manga and everything like that, or... like, Isagi breaking down himself and figuring it out, building himself up from zero, all of that shit that comes with it. And, like, the fucking aura farming moments, I don't fucking know, bro. All of that shit is, like, still very, 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 very prominent. But I think the thing that, like, hooked me in the most was, like, Sai and Rin's rivalry. Because I think that's, like, beautifully written. By the way, leaks likely come early this week since it's a holiday in Japan. Ain't no way. Okay, Akira, thank you so much for letting me know. Sunscreen is here in the chat. When has Sunscreen appeared, by the way? Sunscreen is finally here. What's good? How are you doing, Sunscreen? It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Choky hat trick. Bro, Hiryo, we need a Sadiq goal. I think Akira would be happy for that. But yeah, Rayo donating from his second account saying Nagi better. Catastrophe X might be Rayo, by the way. Might be Rayo. All right, chat. I remember when a lot of people... Guys, do you remember? That was a fucking generational time when Nagi got eliminated. I was recently... I don't really, like, rewatch my videos and shit like that, but I was recently rewatching, like, the top 23 being revealed video. Or the final salaries being revealed, which is fucking crazy. I think the NFL commented on that video, too. But, all the comment section was all, like... Nagi working at McDonald's. Rayo bidding on Nagi next. All of that shit, bro. It was so fucking funny. Holy shit. That was actually a generational time. Now, honestly, like, obviously, I don't really hate Nagi's character. I don't fucking love him. I don't really... It's like, he's in the middle for me, right? He's in the middle. But seeing that slander, I guess I'm just a fan of slander, no? I'm just fucking that one Blackbeard, picture where he's all like, this slander is so good, I could keep eating it. Yeah, that's literally that. Life is kind of mid right now. I hope it goes good, Sunscreen. You should text in Discord more or something like that. It'd be good to talk. Okay, wait. I forgot to do one more thing. I forgot to end this poll. Aiku blocks Onazi Isagi ball. 76%. Y'all think that. So, 76% believe. All right, that's all we need to put. Okay, chat. That's gonna be it, though. You said it's probably one of the guys, one of you guys try to get back Nagi into Blue Lock. You're damn right. Certified hater. A little bit. But anyways, what's your most interesting Blue Lock theory? Like my own? Well, I think like the thing that like blew me up the most, this is actually going down like a whole fucking rabbit hole, was like the Kunigami wildcard theory, which is like one of my like first theories and shit like that, you know? So that's genuinely, that's like what blew me up the most. And that was like one of the things, I think the new one that I did, like it took me like a week to script that out or something like that. It took me a long fucking time to do that. I just remember that. But anyways, chat, that's gonna be it for the stream. Wow, that's actually fucking nostalgia, bro. I swear to God, chat, we're gonna go on a nostalgia run. Maybe I'll hit up like a Dark Hero Josh or like Arrow just to collab or something like that. And we just play fucking, I don't know. I know he does like Blue Lock trivia. One time like Arrow and I and like Raven. Oh, and then Bal and another Blue Lock YouTuber. We did like Blue Lock trivia or like Blue Lock drafts and shit like that. Maybe they'd be down for that or something like that. Or just doing Blue Lock hot takes. Cause low-key, I think, dude, we're just gonna have what? Arrow's the #1 Chigiri Glazer, by the way. If I say Chigiri is bad, bro, we're gonna have a 1-hour debate. I don't fucking know. But anyways, chat. That would be cool. I don't think we're ever gonna let Kunigami wildcard theory go even after Blue Lock ends. Yeah, I don't think. Okay, the thing about the Kunigami wildcards is I want Kunigami to play a bigger role, but the flashback is gonna be more of his like 44 day ago training than the flashback for the wild card, which is a little sad because I feel like the wild card was such a like a good experiment, like that we'd want to see that. And it makes me less hopeful that if we didn't see the wild card, we might not even see side B, which I don't think that's gonna be the case because side B is way more important, you know? So we'll see that. I miss the hot take vids. They'll probably come back once like BLUELOCK is a little bit more interesting, you know? Because chat, if I made a video right now about like hot takes or did a stream about hot takes, it's just solely gonna be Isagi is gonna score the next goal. Onazi is bad. Kuso is bad. It's just gonna be all of that, you know? So I'm just gonna wait for what's it called? I'm just gonna wait for this game to end. Trust me, chat. I have like literally, I genuinely have like 4 videos lined up for when the game ends. So yeah, it's gonna be fucking generational. You might see a daily upload Hiryo for a little bit, simply because of there's gonna be like a lot more content to make, you know? Which is genuinely crazy because I've never done like back to back uploads before, because it takes me like a fucking week to edit, because I do like all the scripting, recording, everything like that just by myself. So Kunigami called that place hell, and we just said all right and moved along. That's what I'm saying, Catastrophe X. Like, why did they not show that during the wild card during Shido? That would have been so good. That would have done numbers for Kunigami and his fans as well. I feel like that would have been better. But anyways, chat, Daily's Hiryo's insane. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I don't want to promise anything, but you might see it. You might see it. Because obviously I had the Nigeria game recap, which is going to be like compiling all the chapter reviews. Maybe added commentary along the way too. Just like how like Noah, if you guys watch Noah, he's another like anime commentary video guy. Makes fucking banger videos. He does like the same thing with his anime compilations. I think Natsu as well does like the compilations of like all the game reviews, Animasu, all those, like, it's the same video that like all these guys make, right? But like it's just a thing we have to do. On top of that, we had the brutally ranking video, we had the prediction video for France, we have like formation predictions, and updated rankings. So like, yeah, you might genuinely see like a fucking like 5 uploads in a row, or so, like 6 uploads in a row. You know, it's gonna be crazy. We'll see what happens though, chat. I'm super excited though. I think y'all will be excited too. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good when when the France game starts. I genuinely think BLUELOCK will have a like a bigger revival. And also it's gonna be like the holiday season, bro. Christmas time, bro, is like genuinely like a top 3 holiday, no? Like maybe a top 1. All right, anyways, Cole Wilder, Rip Madness, Zoa, DMG, Nagi Seishiro in the chat as well. Is Hiryo Hiyori? I'm not Hiyori. Namish, Icy Awara, Silver Winter, Antonio Ahan. Thank you guys so much for showing up per usual. I'll see y'all very, very soon. Chapter review coming out on Tuesday with the officials and everything like that. Y'all know the drill by now. Y'all know the schedule. I'll see y'all next week for the stream, and it's probably going to be an earlier stream. According to Akira, it's probably going to be an earlier stream, because of the holiday. Yeah, Japanese holiday. All right, chat. I'll see y'all very, very soon. Love y'all so much.